It's also undemocratic, folks. It's absolutely undemocratic. I mean, it's in Australia here, we rejected fluoride in over 90% of referendums, with votes as high as 98% against fluoride. But they're going to put it in the water anyway. I mean, and it doesn't reduce tooth decay. It doesn't reduce tooth decay. Very few countries on Earth are fluoridated, and yet nearly all the countries on Earth have falling decay rates, right? Including 10 that are unfluoridated. These are the highest in falling decay rates. 10 countries in Europe have the highest falling decay rates out of all the countries on Earth, and they have no fluoride in their water. So that's a little bit of a telltale sign, don't you think? Now, if fluoride is forced onto any state, deaths and tooth decay will in fact increase. Okay? Just do a Google search for fluoride deaths or dental fluorosis on the internet. Just type that into Google now, okay? Fluoride deaths or dental fluorosis, okay? Just do a search. You'll find that everybody suffers from fluoridation. It has absolutely no good at all. It has no health benefits whatsoever. And it just can't be allowed. It just can't be allowed. I am personally thinking about, I wish to go to the police. I suggest that a lot of people do this. Go to the police in your state and ask them what steps you can take for someone poisoning your water supply. Is there a law against putting toxic waste in your water supply? Yeah, you could even maybe act like, well, hey, what would happen if I had a rainwater tank and one of my neighbours was to come and put some toxic waste in my rainwater tank? What would the charge be? I mean, there's bound to be some sort of a charge for this, folks. And when they tell you what the charge is, say, okay, well, I wish to take the governor of my state to court and charge him with that crime for putting toxic waste in my water supply in the form of fluoride. And you know, if they say, look, there's some law where you can't do this, well, then you say, okay, well, I would like to find out which corrupt bureaucrat enacted that law, and I would like to take them to court as well. And if they keeps trying to stop you, say, well, then who do I see to press charges against your police station for obstruction of justice? I mean, we can't allow this to continue, folks. There's got to be some sort of steps that can be taken about it, and maybe that's the way to do it. We have to do it through legal means. We have to make some noise about it. We can't just not make noise about this stuff, because it's going on all around us. So please make some noise, folks. Please just get up and start taking matters in hand for yourself, because it really, really is getting to the stage of the ridiculous. It can't be allowed to continue. I mean, these chemtrails, I thought when the chemtrails started that, well, this is going to do it. The people are actually going to see this stuff now. They're going to see it in the sky. Anyone with even a quarter of a working brain is going to look at this and they're going to say, well, that's not a contrail. That's something that's being sprayed. And they're going to take the matter in hand. But people look at it and they just go, oh, gee, I don't know. The TV says that it's just contrails. And they believe it because the TV tells them. I mean, when I was a kid, we'd be saying, oh, look, you can't believe that. It's just something you saw on the TV. The TV doesn't tell the truth. Everybody knows the TV doesn't tell the truth. Whereas now, people don't believe anything unless it's told to them by the TV. There's been an incredible switch in the mentality of the population over the last 20 years, simply through the ingestion of fluoride and the constant barrage of disinformation and propaganda that's presented to them by the television set. So just do something, folks. Don't be sheeple anymore. Be people. Rise up and claim your humanity. Rise up peacefully and claim your humanity. There's no need for violence. They want violence. They want revolution. And they're pushing you for revolution. It's just like the banks with this bailout that they're doing now. Another $700 billion bailout. They're not giving it to the people. They're giving it to the banks. And the banks last time, what did they do with the bailout last time? The first thing they did was give the bank CEOs $1 billion bonus each. I mean, they gave away like $12 billion in bonuses to the bank CEOs who had just screwed the country so hard that they had to get given an $800 billion bailout. The first thing they did is give billions of dollars to themselves. Maybe that'll get the people angry. Maybe we'll have revolution now. Oh, gee, the people still haven't revolted. We better give ourselves another $700 billion. It's like a bully in the schoolyard pushing you, saying, come on, you're going to fight? You're going to fight? When are you going to fight? When are you going to fight? How hard do I have to push you before you rise up and we can declare martial law? They're just trying so hard for this, folks. The controlled demolition of the global economy. I predicted the economy was going to melt down last year. June last year, when I put out the big picture, I said in that film that the economy is going to melt down. I've been telling people last year that I expect it to melt down between February and June this year, and they seem to be right on track, folks. So do something, please. Well, that's about it for today, folks. I mean, I'll have to get back onto talking about energy and get a little bit positive on future shows. I've just had to get a few things off my chest because there's so much going on that people are just not paying attention to, and people do need to pay attention to it. So please visit the website, thecrowhouse.com. That's where I am. The site is publicly funded. If you can possibly drop a donation in the bin, it's always very much appreciated. It is the only thing that keeps the website going. The website is updated daily. There's a lot of information on there. There's a lot of links. I am working on getting some more information about the straw man posted for you all. I have organised for Ben Stewart to come on the show for an interview over the next week or two. And I will see you next week. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.